Hey, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Being a Carer with me, Kes. Before the launching of the Health and Social Care Visa that we have come to know today as the Tier 2 visa, recruitment agencies thrived in the UK. Why, you may ask? A lot of care homes, nursing homes, residential supported living homes depended on them for staff. Why? Because the staff that they had were not staying. If you get what I mean. They weren't staying. And so they needed the agencies to help fill in those shortages that they had. But with the launching of the Tier 2 visa, these care homes, nursing homes, etc. have gone ahead to recruit staff for themselves. Can you blame them? No. Because they were paying a lot to the agencies for giving them staff. Okay? Now, so what happens to the staff of the agencies? They were literally made redundant. Not all of them, though. Some are still thriving, but some are not doing so well. Okay? Now, this video is all about reminding us, letting us know the impact of selling up and relocating to the UK. So I would like us to pause for a minute, and I do implore you to watch this video with me to the very end, and you understand why this video is being, uploaded at this time. My name is Kesiena Akwara Ati, a health and social care trainer. To all you old and new returning subscribers who keep coming back to watch my videos, you guys, love you loads. You're just simply amazing. And your show of love is mind-blowing. Thank you so much. And hey, if you're just watching this channel for the first time, hello, what are you waiting for? Join the family. Smash the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up, like the video, and don't forget to click on that all-important notification bell. So whenever I upload a new video, you'll be among the very first to know, okay? And you know how we do this. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Care by Cares, and I'll see you there, okay? So let's get straight into the crux of today's video, which is setting up to relocate to the UK. Pause for a minute. Now, these stories I'm about to share with you are real life stories, but there's one in particular that takes the biscuit. Now, a friend of mine, was telling me that they will call. I think we were speaking last week, yeah. And she says to me, she works. Don't get me wrong. She has a job, but she volunteers at a charity, which is to house people having issues who are, sleeping rough and all of that. Okay. And so this particular day, she went out at night with her fellow volunteers to see who's on the street and how they could help. And she came across this lady with, I think, 2 children. And then she was asking her, why are you outside here with 2 kids? What's the matter? And they had her story. That she came across this recruit. I don't know if it's a recruiter really or an agent. And he says to her that, I think they paid. I can't remember if they paid, And he says to her, okay, when you come to the UK, we will give you an accommodation. And so herself with her husband, they sold their properties, everything they had. And then she came ahead to work some money for him to come and join her. And she came with 2 of her children. Now, on getting to the UK, what met her? The agent said to her, there's no accommodation. And she's like, what then am I supposed to do? And so what happened? Knowing fully well what the contract of her agreement says, no recourse to public funds. So what does that mean? She cannot walk into any charitable organization for help. She cannot go to a housing association for help, because that will be in breach of the contract. And so my friend was like, so what are you going to do? And I said to my friend, I hope you are aware that, she has no recourse to public funds. You don't want her, to get into trouble at the end of her time here. I said, oh no, because they approached her, not she approaching them. So she thinks she'll be fine. And so that case was sorted. Now, I do not know if some of you have seen the video trending on TikTok, where it is alleged that a particular agency, I don't know if the people they brought in here pay for their COS or not. But it was said on the video that They were being asked to give, to submit. Oh, good God, I don't know how to say this. They were being asked, the ladies in particular, were being asked for sex for shifts. Does that make sense? Now, the one for me that really takes the biscuit is this particular lady in question. I had a colleague coming last week, Monday, for training. And she was telling me, she says to me, Kes, you need to put this video up. You need to upload the video on this, rather. People need to be aware. I need to wisen up before they go selling up and relocating to the UK. Now, this particular lady in question, that's a recruiter or has a recruitment agency, supposedly, because I Googled her up and she does have a recruitment agency. Now, before now, she was recruiting people to the UK and giving them over to care homes, hospitals, and all of that. Now, with the launching of the Tier 2 visa, she too got her COS, to get people in. Now, what she was charging them was so much, going by what my colleague told me. Okay? Now, there were two particular scenarios here that really broke my heart. One story, the lady was asked to pay so much money. And she went to her mother to say, Mom, this is an opportunity for us to relocate and all of that. So what did the mother do? She sold property, she borrowed money and all of that for the daughter to pay and then come to the UK with the COS. Now, months have gone by, still no COS. Getting close to the 1-year mark of no COS. What happened to the mother? She passed. And I'm sure she must have passed with her heart breaking in 1,000 places. The next situation, or the next story I was told, rather, was of this lady with her husband and family. By family, I mean children. Approached the lady. And of course, the lady said, oh yes, I can get you this, blah, blah, blah. And she and her husband, they sold up again. They borrowed money and all of that. So the husband was like, okay, some months have gone by now. What is the situation? What is the story? When are we relocating? When are you getting your COS? Now, in the space of 1 year, whilst the lady was waiting for the COS, the marriage was cracking up. Guys, the marriage was falling apart. And eventually, it fell apart. Now, this is 1 year plus afterwards. The woman's marriage has fallen apart. Still, no COS. Now, I am not, judging anybody. But I really would appreciate it if we begin to apply wisdom. Before you give money to anybody, do yourself a favor. Google who that person is. Find out what they're into. There are recruiters or recruitment agencies that recruit for the NHS. Those ones are fine. But if it's somebody else who just set up 6 months ago, 7 months ago, you need to be careful. All right? Now, rather than give your money to the recruiters to get, places for you, why don't you put your back into the work? Now, listen, I'll be very honest with you guys. If you want to be spoon-fed, you will be scammed. I got a message on my Instagram from someone from Zambia, and she says to me, Kes, I took your advice. I refuse to pay money to anybody. I Googled, I searched, I submitted applications more than a gazillion times. And finally, I have my COS. I have my visa. I'll be in the UK by February. I spoke to one of my mentees over the weekend during our chats. And she told me that, she had a friend who came to her to say, I know of this agent. They are recruiting. They said to give her, how much was that? I said they were going to give her, was it £8,000 or 10,000 or 10 million or 8 million, something like that. And this lady gave her and told her, why don't you come along and do the same thing? She said, okay, when yours works out, I will do mine. It's been months, not a word from the person who collected her money, who was supposed to be a recruitment agent. Not one word. In fact, she has even blocked them. So what am I saying to you guys? Stop waiting for somebody to spoon feed you. Stop waiting for somebody to tell you, I know of this home. I know of that home. Now, hang on a minute. Get your pens ready. I'm going to tell you the statistics here right now. Okay? So, get set. Now, in the United Kingdom, you have 17,079 care homes. Now you have 14,535 in England. You have 1,024 in Wales. You have 1,025 in Scotland. Okay? Now, whilst you have the 14,535 care homes in England, you also have 10,496 residential homes. And you have 4,039 nursing homes. In Wales, you have 1,024 care homes. You have 767 residential homes. You have 257 nursing homes. In Scotland, because you know, the United Kingdom is made up of 4 nations. In Scotland, you have 1,025 care homes, 523 residential homes, 502 nursing homes. In Northern Ireland, you have 405 care homes. You have 174 residential homes. You have 231 nursing homes. Okay? Now, the care providers, by care providers, I mean domiciliary care providers in the United Kingdom. You have over 10,000 of them. So I'm going to give you a breakdown. You have 891 domiciliary care providers in England. In Wales, you have 381 domiciliary care providers. In Scotland, you have 759 domiciliary care providers. In Northern Ireland, you have 72 domiciliary care providers. So in total, domiciliary care providers in the United Kingdom are 10,113. And these, domiciliary care providers, they take care of 957,831, citizens rather. So why are you busy paying somebody for a COS? Get your bottom on your seat. Google each home. Choose the nation you want to be in. Scotland, England, Wales, or Northern Ireland. If you come to England, please leave London alone. London is saturated. The northern part of London, Liverpool, Manchester, Birmingham, the Midlands, and all of that. They've got places. Stop being the cash cow for somebody to milk. You get what I mean? Now, I wish you all the best, and I sincerely hope that you will come back and tell me in the comment section or my Instagram handle that you got the job finally. I wish you all the best. But most importantly, let your heart be right. So therefore, go look at that your CV. Make sure you are written it properly. Your personal profile, write it properly. Okay? And I wish you all the best. So until I see you in my next video, always remember this. Never you forget, my lovelies, that no matter what the matter is, guys, you matter much more. Au revoir.